Well, this week got messy and it really tested me. I'm about to share a very unfiltered look at the ups and the downs of my week traveling in my tiny trailer. Poor Georgie, she's panting like crazy. I was stressed out, Georgie's stressed out. I started out in Ocean Shores, Washington, thinking that I had this whole heat wave thing figured out. You know, just move north, stay on the coast, escape the crazy temperatures, and move to cooler spots. Well, life had some other plans for me. My SUV decided to give me some drama in the middle of rush hour traffic with no place to pull over. The heat followed me everywhere, and my idea of slow living got completely turned upside down when I was basically outrunning Mother Nature. And by the way, there is a plot twist at the end that I didn't see coming, so make sure you keep watching. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Amber. I live alone in my 13-foot scamp tiny trailer with my rescue dog Georgie. That's her. And in my videos, I try to stay positive while being really honest about what this lifestyle actually looks like, the beautiful parts and the challenging ones. And this week, well, let's just say it had more than its fair share of both. So grab your coffee or tea and settle in, because we're going from Washington State all the way down to the Oregon coast, and I'm taking you along for every sweaty, stressful, and surprisingly beautiful moment. And by the end, you'll know exactly what the nitty-gritty reality of tiny trailer life actually looks like. So let's dive in. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new video. I'm just now leaving the casino where I last was at in the last video. It's over there in Ocean Shores, Washington, and I'm headed to Anacortes, Washington today. It's gonna be about 3.5 Google hours, so maybe 4.5 hours total, just because I'll probably stop and get some lunch along the way. Gotta turn this on to make sure that our trailer tires are monitored. This will catch up in a little bit. That's probably not the actual pressure, but 55 on the right, 52 on the left. I like this thing because it has solar power, but I hate how big it is. So I just generally throw it over here and let it sit there so I can see it easily. Welcome to Seattle. Lots of traffic. I was hoping to avoid the Seattle traffic, so not to be in rush hour, but I think that there's a wreck up here. It is so weird being back here though. It's been several years since I've been here, and even just coming down the freeway, it's like everything feels so familiar. Like you remember the different turnoffs and the different places you live, and yeah, little memory lane right now. Good grief. Probably TMI, but whoa, I've had to go to the bathroom for the last like hour and a half, but the traffic getting through Seattle was insane. And I just found a rest area just north of Seattle, and I almost didn't make it into the bathroom. It was bad. Well, I'm a little early getting there. I haven't made it there quite yet, but I thought I'm hungry. I'm gonna pull over, eat just a little tiny bite, but I wanted to check out this camp because I'm a little nervous to see what it looks like inside. The traffic through Seattle was awful. A lady tried to bully merge me. She was successful. I had to slam on my brakes because she got like this close to me. But I thought everything is all over the place for sure. Oh my god, I forgot about the paper towels again. Shoot. Okay, it's not too bad. A few things fell. Looks like the curtains came off. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this. Let's see here. Looks like, yeah. Sometimes when they come off, it's the hook that comes off. So now I just have to find the hook. It's somewhere in here. It just clips on, but it's kind of funny how it comes undone. Like, that's a lot of force. Honestly, I'm quite shocked that it's not worse than this. Georgie's bowl. Looks like one of the cabinets came undone. That would have been disastrous if all of this fell out. But how did that lock come undone? I mean, that's some serious force too. Paper towels. You think I would learn. And they don't always go back pretty either, because I'm not going to spend the time to make sure it's like super tight. It's just getting rolled. We're almost here. Fidalgo Bay Resort RV at the sea. Registration right here. What a beautiful day this is. I feel like that just sounded like Mr. Rogers when he goes to take off his shoes. Oh, it smells so good out here. It smells like the sea. Oh my goodness, I just love it. Georgie and I are out on a walk by this trail that runs right through the RV park and hugs this beautiful bay. And Georgie has got her sniffer on. Don't you, Georgie? If you ever see me holding the camera and all of a sudden it jerks, which I try to like edit out, it's because Georgie's tugging on me when we're walking. Look at this madrona tree. This is one of my favorite trees. It's so pretty, and look at the bark. It's this beautiful red, and you'll see that it actually peels. It almost feels like, I don't know, rubber? It's hard to describe. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like bark, but it is. While I really loved this area, the heat was building every day and it felt so suffocating. I was constantly sweating and it felt like this sticky, hot, humid air that was stifling to breathe. My whole body was telling me that it was time to move and to move fast. I'm in a very different spot than I was at in Anacortes, which I know I didn't really show you very much, but I am down off the Oregon coast again. What a crazy last week it has been. It got to be 92 degrees inside of my RV, and it said it felt like it was over 100 degrees. And it was extremely hot inland. Seattle was experiencing right around 95 degrees, also feels like over 100. I was like, I can't take this. Like, I cannot be in this RV with 95 degrees and no AC. And it wasn't cool. And I was like, I have to go to the Oregon coast. So I'd actually found another RV park off the Oregon coast that had really good temperatures, like 10 to 20 degrees cooler during the day, more like 20 degrees from what I was experiencing in Anacortes and Seattle. I came down here. I started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I didn't get here till 1 a.m. What was supposed to be an 8-hour drive was 12 hours because two things: traffic in Seattle, Olympia, and Tacoma, and I was supposed to hit traffic in Vancouver before I started heading west this direction. But when I was in Seattle, my car started to overheat, or at least an engine light or a warning light came on saying engine coolant over temperature. But what was weird is the analog portion on my dash, you know, the panel actually was straight in the middle. It was not overheating. So I don't know what that is about. The week before, when I'm idling, my AC wasn't working. So I don't know what's going on. This vehicle's only a little over a year old. Maybe the two have something to do with each other. I don't know, but there were zero places to pull over in the middle of downtown Seattle, on the highway, 5-lane highway, nowhere to pull over. So I had to keep going. But as soon as like air started coming into the grill of the SUV, then that light would go away. But I had to turn my AC off. Yes, I'm pulling the trailer, but I'm well under the weight of this vehicle, what it can tow. I'm about 1,850 pounds for the trailer with everything in it, and the SUV can pull 5,500. You know, it was stop and go. There was no airflow coming into the grill, so it was crazy. Poor Georgie, she's panting like crazy. And by the way, I did not film any of it because I was stressed out, Georgie's stressed out, there was tons of traffic, people were cutting me off. Well, needless to say, it was stressful. And so there was zero filming. So when I got past Olympia, I immediately turned west and was like, I have to get inland at this point. And it added about another hour onto my drive. You know, at least I could have air coming in. I could turn the AC back on, and I never got that light again. So I don't know, I'm contacting a Ford dealership close by. Anyways, we're here, it's much cooler. It's much cooler. Like, I am loving it. I love that I have to cover up with multiple blankets at night. I just do so much better in cool weather. Why is your head out the window? You just want some scratches. You giving me the side eye? I'm having to get ready kind of quickly because I was supposed to be at the dealership, the Ford dealership down in Coos Bay this morning, bright and early. The loaner car that they were supposed to have for me did not work out. The problem is now they still don't have a loaner car and I have to get a diagnosis on my vehicle. I'm just gonna go in really quick and see if they can diagnose it and figure out, like, was it just a fluke or is there something really wrong? Both looking forward. Where I'm supposed to park at.
So these symptoms came together at the same time?
The AC started a week before. We're taking a look at it now. I talked to the mechanic briefly and he said that he thinks it's probably one and the same issue. I left, I'm actually stopping over here to get gas and thought I'd fill you in on what happened. So that little relay piece, the relay is corroded, is what I guess tells the fan to go on and off. And thank goodness we caught it this early because it could actually make the engine overheat and cause even more damage. So they said it's pretty easy to fix. They ordered the part, it'll be here tomorrow. And he's going to make sure it's really sealed. We don't know how it got corroded. That's very, very odd because it's under the hood. He says it looks like it's been happening for a long time because it's pretty corroded. Groceries are organized in here. I think I am off to Starbucks. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have been really stressed out from this whole situation, and even my eye like is twitching a little bit because I did not get any sleep last night, and I just haven't been sleeping well. I didn't have my sleep aid that kind of helps me. So I bought some more here at Walmart, which will hopefully help. So I'm going to Starbucks and get a coffee, which may or may not be a good idea because it's 3:15 and it does kind of affect me in my sleeping, but hopefully it won't. Maybe we'll get a half calf. Hi, I did a mobile order for Amber. There's my little baby scamp. Where's that girl? Hi, baby. Where'd you go? Hold on. Isn't it so nice to come home and feel loved by my little puppy? Yeah, she missed me. Georgie, did you miss Mama? Did you miss Mama? Huh? Well, hi, honey. Hi, baby. Come on. Mama loves you. Where's you? Let me get you. Who's that? Who's that? You gonna get it? You gonna get it? Get it, Georgie, get it. Okay. It is amazing how beautiful it is outside. All right, I need to clean up this place. I left it in a really horrible state and it's driving me crazy. You've got the bed that's just, it's the bed. But I've got my camera out. I use these little bags. They're nice because they're see-through. I can organize all my stuff. So like I have these little cameras. I have two of them actually. While I was gone, I set one out here to watch Georgie to make sure she was doing okay. I just put them in these bags. And then, let's see. I cooked breakfast this morning. I had coffee. I cooked my eggs. I've got this is my little water thing that I use for brushing my teeth. My computer, I just brought this in. And then all of this holy mess over here too, so just gotta clean it up. It can get really, really messy fast, and I was in such a hurry this morning that I didn't clean anything up, so we're gonna do some cleaning now. That sun is very bright. It feels good to be out here though in the sun. I feel like it's been such a stressful time dealing with the car, you know, unclear as to what it actually is. So I always say that everything works out to my highest good, and it usually does. I am going to put my headphones on, put some nice soothing music on, and I'm gonna relax. Do you want to come up here? Come on. Ready? Oh, there we go. Oh shoot, I forgot. I have groceries in the car, and there's cold stuff in there too. Oh my goodness. See what I mean? Just I'm not myself right now. Can't believe I forgot the groceries. That was so silly of me. I'm just so tired. You know, it's what happens when you're tired, lack of sleep, and stressed. I'll show you my grocery haul. I have some rosemary cashews, spring mix, I got some turkey chicken, cheeses, mushrooms, I have mangoes, onions. I don't know why I have 2 onions. I thought I only ordered 1. 2 bell peppers, oh, avocados, so yummy. Huggies wipes. I use these for instead of toilet paper because it just feels better in my bum. Now this is a sleep aid I was talking about. They're little gummies by Ollie. They seem to work pretty well. That's a nectarine. This is grapefruit. Street tacos. These are for Georgie. Sardines. They are skinless and boneless and packed in water, no salt. I've been adding it to her food because I can't say that she really likes the food too much that I'm giving her. Like, it's okay, but she's so used to having fresh food, so I keep adding like fresh food, chicken, vegetables, things that I'm cooking into her food, and so she loves those sardines. So for this huge box of lettuce, transplant it into Ziploc bags. If you've watched any of my van videos, you'll see that I used to do this too. You can get quite a bit of lettuce in one small little Ziploc when you've got it pretty much as full as it can go. You can see it's pretty darn full. So you zip it up and you leave a little bit of space right here, and then you suck on it. And then close it up. And look, it's vacuum sealed. Courtesy of Amber's mouth. That's it. See? I just had to go outside and get something from out of the car really quick. I was laughing at myself because I was like, oh, this hair, like I had the wind is blowing a little bit. My hair is so fine. It flies all over the place, which is why I wear bald caps a lot, because I just hate it. I was just saying to myself, oh, gosh, I hate hair. I wish I didn't have hair. If I look good as a bald person, then I would shave off my hair. And I laughed because, little story time, my Mama Alexander, she and I were very, very close, and I remember she said the same thing, and we used to just laugh at her all the time because she would say, I hate my hair, I just want to be bald. Another cute little story. So very weird and serendipitous. I got this email like a couple of months ago from a woman who lives in Ontario, Canada, and she says, hey, I think I have your van. And she said that she had been watching some YouTube videos, and she noticed that the van that she has looks very much like the one that I have and sold. Very serendipitous that she found those videos, but she also found this book inside there. And this book is a book that my Mama Joy was reflecting in. So it's Reflections from a Mother's Heart. I gave her this journal when I think I was a late teenager, maybe 17, 18 years old. And it's prompts in there that actually, there's a photo in here. Aww. It's a photo of me and my sister. didn't even know that was in there. She filled it out and gave it back to me. And I mean, I've had this book for ages. I love it. It's just so many beautiful, beautiful stories. My mama is where I get my storytelling from and my love of adventure. Her and my papa RV'd, and I really got that after them, but I think I got a lot of my storytelling after my grandmother because she was always writing and documenting their travels. Somehow I left this book in the van and she found me and she sent it to me, and I was just amazed because it's such a treasure and I can't believe that I lost it. Interestingly, so her name is Belinda and she named her van, used to be my van, Enjoy. And my mama's name was Joy. And I just thought, how amazing is that my mama was Joy. She found the book from my mama Joy and she named the van Enjoy. Belinda, if you're watching this, I really hope you are. Thank you so much for returning my mama's precious book and her stories back to me. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I get emotional when I talk about her, especially because she's no longer here, but my mama was like my mom to me. She was so precious and so supportive and loving, and she was like the one good constant thing in my life as a child, and I miss her and my papa dearly. They've been gone for a long time now, and yeah, they're missed. Just gonna do a super simple little salad and a half sandwich of avocado and egg. Georgie is getting her usual with sardines. She likes it, don't you? Oh, I can smell it. Ugh. Ooh, it's getting burned. Voila, we have an egg avocado sandwich. Have you guys ever been so tired that you feel like you're drunk? That's kind of how I feel right now. I'm gonna wash my face and I'm gonna climb into bed. I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna make it through a movie tonight. I'm just too tired. Oh. You guys had a lot of comments about my question about rosacea, so thank you so much. I couldn't believe it. Like, I think a lot of us are dealing with it or know somebody who's dealing with it. So this is what I'm currently using. This Azalic. I can't pronounce it. Is it Azalic? Azalic? I think it's kind of helping. And then the other thing, I know it sounds so weird, but ivermectin is for lice treatment. Dermatologists say that it's good for your face because supposedly some rosacea is from mites in your skin, and I'm not 100% sure that's what mine is. It could be. I know when I had like a big flare up a couple of weeks ago, this really helped. I use it now like maybe 3 times a week to see like if it'll kind of keep it at bay, but the rosacea is clearly not going away. Feeling like a little Pride and Prejudice, old school with Keira Knightley and Mr. Darcy. It's time for an Ollie. May or may not have trouble going to sleep tonight, but I'm gonna take them anyways because sometimes when I'm so tired, I cannot sleep. There's this whole jar. It's like only filled up to like right here. That's a waste of packaging. So we'll see. I need extra strength today. All right, guys. See you in the morning. Georgie. You gotta get up, baby girl. Come here. Come on. Bless you. Bless you. Come on, get over here. Beep, 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 beep. What are you doing? Let's go. We go eat? It is definitely a hot day today. We're back to this foggy weather. Oh, look at this. I gotta turn you around. I love it. Look at that mist. This is Oregon. I think it was like, I don't know, maybe 4 videos ago when I was in Coos Bay, Oregon. It was like this the whole time I was there, except for the first day I arrived. All right, we are on our way to Coos Bay again. It's just a little after 10:30 in the morning, and I just got a call from Ford, and they have the part in, so I'm gonna head over there, and hopefully it won't take too long to get this taken care of. So it'll be such a huge relief in order to get this fixed. Let's see what the difference is. That's a huge difference. We are done. Yay! It was such an easy fix. He said that the water got in because there's a little drain valve in the compartment where that relay is at. And there's this, he even showed me, there was like a piece of white tape that was on like another tube in there. And that white tape was the tape that basically held all the packaging together on the assembly line. And they were taking it all off and left the tape over the drain hole. That's why water got down somehow in there, because it's like kind of right where like the windshield wipers are, and water drains down into that area. The drain hole was there for a reason, and they had plugged it up by leaving the tape on, so that's how the water got all in there. One of the things that I love about being self-employed, naps. I'm still tired, I think, from not getting enough sleep the other day. That was a lovely, lovely nap. I feel so much better. I took almost a 45-minute nap. There's so much noise out here. They've got the lawnmowers going. I can hear a guy in a trailer across from me on like the other side. He's probably working. Sounds like he's on a conference call, and I can hear his whole conversation. That looks so yummy. Okay, I'll let it sit for a little bit. It's a little too juicy, I think, there. I drained the turkey. I don't know why it's so juicy. Might be lasagna soup instead of lasagna. That is so good. I didn't layer it properly at the end. I shouldn't have ended with the cottage cheese. That's probably one of the best things I've ever cooked. Okay, I'm doing this again. So here's that plot twist I mentioned. I actually ended up absolutely loving this RV park on the Oregon coast, which honestly surprised me, and probably you, because this is not usually my thing. And I'm going to show you a little bit more of this RV park in next week's video, along with a zillion other things that I do in Winchester Bay. This is actually a pretty cool little town. And I just want to thank you all so much for all of your comments every week. It truly feels like I get to catch up with friends, and that means so much to me. If you enjoyed this unfiltered look at tiny trailer life and the ups and downs, please give it a like and share it with a friend. It really helps YouTube connect my videos with more amazing people like you, which is the best way to support everything that I'm creating here. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more adventures with me and my cute girl, Georgie. I'll see you next week. Bye.